we're going to start with exercise 3.10. This is from IGCSE Mathematics Core and Extended Coursebook and second edition. So there's the only one question for here that let's go over that first. So it says draw a large circle. Let's draw it. This is a large circle. No, this is not a circle because this is not connected, but let's make a pretty circle. This is a circle. This is still not a proper circle, but let's imagine it is. So draw any two chords in the same circle. We need to draw two chords, but we need to make sure that they are not parallel. So let's say, for example, if we draw one like this, and the other can go like this, right? And now construct the perpendicular bisector of each other. What is a perpendicular bisector? Let's see the terms by side around. So firstly, we have perpendicular. If this is a straight line, this is a perpendicular. Like perpendicular always make 90 degree. So this is a perpendicular. And bisector means if there is a line, it will exactly cut it in half. So what perpendicular bisector means that if there is a line, it will cut it with 90 degrees and both of the sides has to be equal as well. This is a perpendicular bisector. This is perpendicular and this is a bisector. A bisector can be a perpendicular or can not be a perpendicular. For example, अगर मैं ऐसे करती हूँ और मैंने उसको ऐसे कट कर दिया, ठीक है? So in this case, both of them are bisected, but they are not perpendicular. In this case, it is perpendicular bisector. So now they are saying you need to construct a perpendicular bisector for each node. So you're going to go in the center, you're going to make it like this, and you're going to go in the center and you're going to make it like this. Let's make it on a better place so that we can explain. This is the place where I drew a circle and then I made a one chord, and then I'm going to make another chord. This is another chord, alright. And now what we're going to do is we are going to mark it in the 90 degrees. The way we're going to do is we can see this is like, let's move it a bit. This is 3 and this is 8.6, right? This is 3 centimeters and that is 8.6. So we're going to find its midpoint as well. So midpoint, for midpoint we're going to see the midpoint is going to be 3 plus 8.6, which is going to be 11.6, and when we will divide it by 2 we will get 5.8, which is this point, this particular point, right? Let's make this. Okay, it's not recognizing. Let's move it a bit. Actually, I just know that we are just going to make a center. Okay, this is the 5.8, and once if this is a 5.8 centimeter, and the center of this one is going to be this one, right? And we are going to make a straight line and connect it like this, and then we are going to we can extend it as much as we want. All right, let's extend it. Actually, when we'll extend it, it will touch the surface here, and when we will extend this, it will touch the surface over here. Make sure you remember कौन सी line कहाँ से आ रही है. So this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree as well, right? And these are bisector as well, bisected. This is bisected as well. Okay, so now you can see what they are trying to ask is that what do you notice about the point at which the perpendicular bisectors meet? Where are they meeting? They are meeting at this point, which is technically the center, the origin, the main center point of the circle. So can you explain this? Yes, we can explain this. What is the reason of it being like this is that do you you can see it like look over here. Let's forget this horrible drawing. And you see if there is a an image like this and I tell you to bisect it, you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half. You're going to cut it in half. So you will have two parts like this. One part will look like this and the other part will look like this, right? So this is how those two parts will look like. Okay, so what you did was you bisected them, but at the same time you also cut it in half. Like line of symmetry बन गई. ये वाली हमारी क्या है? Line of symmetry. So in this case we can see कि जब हम इसको भी mid में से cut कर रहे हैं तो what it is happening is it is making a line of symmetry. So that is why we can say that these two perpendicular bisectors meet at the center of the circle. Why? Because both of these lines, let me highlight. These lines, these two in red, these two lines are the line of symmetry. जब वो line of symmetry है क्योंकि वो center में से cut कर रही हैं और center में से क्या cut करता है? Diameter. तो it is going to be a diameter से meet करेंगे. That is the reason because they are basically line of symmetry. So this is where exercise 3.10, 3.10 and the only question ends here.